Okay, good morning and welcome everybody to this morning's presentation. It's an awesome Saturday morning. The sun is out. It's a bit warmer. So wherever you are this morning, welcome. I hope that you guys are safe, that you are healthy, and may you be blessed. My name is Bruce. I will be conducting the presentation with you this morning. So once again, as always, we are excited to have you here. We are excited to show you this business that we are part of and to, if possible, welcome you to our family as well. Guys, I'm going to ask you to just keep your mix muted throughout the duration of the presentation, please. Keep the mics muted. I will unmute it at the end of the presentation. If you do have any questions, please feel free to put it in the chat box for us, and I will also have a look at that after we are done. Right, so we're going to start off with a little introduction video. So we are Mining City, or we are part of Mining City. We are a Bitcoin mining and network marketing business. Okay, so we've got a big mining facility, or we make use of a big mining facility up in Kazakhstan, and that facility belongs to MINEBEST. So we're going to open up with a little video that shows you the facility, that shows you the containers there that houses all these miners, and you will also see the miners that are plugged into the system. Then I'm going to give you a quick introduction to the company, show you who the CEOs are, and then we are going to get into the swing of things. So welcome once again, guys. I'm just going to turn off my camera so that you do not get distracted, and then we're going to proceed with the presentation. So please enjoy. Let's get things rolling. Okay, just a quick video, as I've mentioned, to show you what the facility up in Kazakhstan looks like. All those miners that is connected up there, and those are our money makers. Okay, guys, a quick introduction to the companies. As I've mentioned, we are part of Mining City. And Mining City, in partnership with MINEBEST, gives people like myself and you the opportunity to rent some hash rate from their mining facilities in order to mine Bitcoin and to be rewarded for it on a daily basis. So on top there you have EL. EL is the CEO of MINEBEST, and MINEBEST is a technologically advanced infrastructure company specializing in cryptographic computing activities. So the facilities up in Kazakhstan belongs to MINEBEST. They actually put up all these mining facilities and infrastructures. Then we have Greg at the bottom there from Mining City. And Mining City is an initiative that brings together people who want to unite their strength and increase their chance to mine Bitcoin. Okay, so they give us the opportunity to mine some Bitcoin without having to fork out all the capital in order to get the machines and the miners to do it ourselves. Okay, so it's a much easier and cheaper process for me and you as individuals. Please, people, feel free to go and follow them on social media, MINEBEST and Mining City. Go and see what they are about, what they're busy with, what big plans they have for the future, and how much time and effort these guys actually put into this business. And you will see how dedicated they are, and that this is a dream for them as well that has come true. So let's move on. First and foremost, guys, I am not a financial advisor. I'm not here to tell any one of you what to do with your money, or how to spend your money, or where to put your money. I'm simply here to present to you an opportunity or a business that's been working not for myself only, but for thousands of people around the world. Okay, and we're going to take you through it. We'll show you what's happening, what we are actually earning out of this business, and if it's something that you are interested in, we can then obviously help you to get on board. But at the end of the day, it's your decision, it's your money. You need to make the decision in order to proceed or not. So as I've mentioned, we are a Bitcoin mining company. If there's new people on the call this morning, not so familiar with cryptocurrencies, we're not going to spend too much money on it. But in short, what is Bitcoin? So Bitcoin is a digital and global money system currency. So it's a currency like the rand and the dollar and the euro. The only difference is it's all digitalized. Okay, we are already in the digital era. because we use the digital era. We already make use of online banking, cell phone banking, our credit cards and debit cards. Okay, so we are already making use of everything that is digital. Okay, so you will never hold a Bitcoin in your hand ever, but we strongly believe that cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin is the next step in the evolution of money. This is where the world is going to. It's a peer-to-peer technology. All payments are recorded on a public ledger called the blockchain, and Bitcoin is actually cash for the internet. So Bitcoins can be sent from anywhere in the world. That is why they call it peer-to-peer. No bank can block payments or close your account because we are cutting out the middleman and you are taking control of your own money. Bitcoin is global and not affected by any single country's financial situation or stability. So what is Bitcoin mining? Mining plays two major roles in maintaining the Bitcoin network. Guys, so as fiat currency as we know it today, the rand and the dollar gets printed, how Bitcoin is actually created is those set of computers that you saw that we call miners. There's a big code that goes into that computer. The first computer that solves that code confirms a transaction, and with every confirmed transaction, another Bitcoin is issued. And that is actually how Bitcoin gets created. Okay. So, how do you participate and how can you get your hands on some crypto or Bitcoin at least? Also, what you see on the screen this morning is what is very popular in South Africa currently. So if you are joining us from anywhere else in the world, you need to go and find out which wallets and exchanges works best for your country. Okay, so for South Africa, the most popular ones is VALR, VALR, Luno, and also Altcoin Trader. So you can actually go and download these apps from your app store. They are for free. You then you register on these apps, you make them beneficiaries in your bank account. You then transfer some money from your bank account into this wallet, and then you can purchase yourself some Bitcoin. It's as easy as that. Okay, guys, so normally this process is called buy and hold. Because what people generally do is they buy Bitcoin and they hold onto it until the price spikes or grows or for the next couple of years. Because Bitcoin has such an amazing trend over its lifetime and it's always been going up, people see it as a bit of a long-term investment unless there is a bit of a bull run. You can actually make money very quickly. Okay. However, this is the challenge that we see with buy and hold. If you buy Bitcoin today for, let's say, 170,000 Rand, if you can afford one whole Bitcoin, you buy it for 170,000 Rand. Now you hold onto it until the price comes to, let's say, it grows to about 300,000. Then you sell your Bitcoin. You've made a nice profit of 130,000. Okay, but now you sit with a bit of a dilemma. Because how do you now afford your next Bitcoin? Okay, because you're either going to have to sit and wait for that price to drop substantially, or you're going to have to use some of your profits in order to purchase your next Bitcoin. And that is why we say mining has so much more benefits associated with it. And that is why we mine Bitcoin. Because when you mine Bitcoin, you actually accumulate Bitcoin on a daily basis. It's fractions of a Bitcoin, little by little, but the fact is that you are accumulating. Which means if you start today, in a year's time from now, you will have more Bitcoin than what you started with. A year from then, you will have even more. So the whole idea behind mining is you want to accumulate as much coin as possible over the next couple of years. So when Bitcoin do go up to the $100,000 mark per coin, or even $1 million per coin, you will have some Bitcoin and your coins will be worth a lot of money. Okay, so that's the whole idea behind Bitcoin mining. So our company specializes in two products, Bitcoin and Bitcoin Vault. So Bitcoin has been around for the last 12 years. It's been launched in 2008. Okay, and Bitcoin has proven itself year on year as the king of cryptocurrencies, because every year or every 2 years or so, it actually exceeds its previous high. So the price always climbs. It does fluctuate because remember it is a currency, but if you go and have a look at the trend over the last 12 years, it's just been climbing and climbing and going higher. And as I've mentioned previously, there are some people that is predicting $100,000 Bitcoin price in the next 5 years or so. And then there's also people mentioning $1 million Bitcoin price in the next 7 to 10 years. So just imagine the possibilities, guys. This is why you would like to have some Bitcoin stored away somewhere come the next 5 to 10 years. Then our new kid on the block, Bitcoin Vault, was launched very recently at the end of 2019. Okay, and guys, this coin has been performing extremely well. Okay, you might have heard people ranting and raving and talking about Vault. Okay, and there's a good reason for that, which we'll talk about just now. So just for your information, we're going to give you quick comparisons between the two coins so that you can just see the biggest differences. Okay, so both of these coins will have 21 million Bitcoin mined in their lifetimes. Okay, so for Bitcoin, we've already mined about 18.5 million, which means there's about 2 to 3 million Bitcoin left to be mined. Okay, however, the last Bitcoin will only be mined in the year 2140. So please, guys, don't be scared or worried that we're going to run out of Bitcoin. It will not happen. What assists that, or what helps that to happen, or what pushes out the time frame actually, is the fact that Bitcoin gets halved every 4 years. So the amount of Bitcoin that gets generated in the block every 10 minutes, every 4 years it gets halved. So to give you an example, before May, before the halving happened, every 10 minutes the block generated 12.5 Bitcoins. Then the halving happened, it was cut in half, so every block now where we sit today only generates 6.25 Bitcoins. So you get where we're going at, or what I'm talking about. It gets lesser every 4 years. So the coin gets scarcer. Because of the scarcity, there's more demand for it, and obviously because of the demand, the price goes higher. Okay. Then for Vault, as I've mentioned, the same 21 million Bitcoin to be mined. The biggest difference there, guys, is Vault will be halved every 6 months. So every 6 months, Vault will be getting lesser and lesser. There will be less Vault available per block every 10 minutes. And there's a good reason for this, and that is because they want Vault to actually catch up with the Bitcoin price in the next 5 years' time or so. Okay, so it's a very aggressive strategy that they've put in place, but as things are going now, this coin is very well on its way to actually achieve that. Why am I saying that? Guys, Vault was launched at the end of November last year for $1. It's currently sitting at around $370 or $380. So it's been performing extremely well, and there's still a bright future ahead for Vault. Vault will also be the first cryptocurrency that gives you an option to reverse a transaction within 24 hours, okay? And although Vault has got a lower price or lower value per coin currently, it does yield much more higher rewards for its miners. So let's get into it then. Guys, you probably want to know, how can you rent some hash rate through the facilities? How can you earn some mining rewards? So we're going to talk about Bitcoin first. And here are our entry-level Bitcoin packages. So you're looking at primary at $300, standard $600, and bronze $1,200. So guys, that money that you're putting in there is actually renting for you hash rate. For those of you who don't know what hash rate is the speed at which the computer actually mines Bitcoin. It's very important when it comes to mining Bitcoins. Okay, so you rent hash rate for the next 3 years, 1,100 days, okay? And you will start mining 10 days after purchase, which means if you purchase today, 10 days from today, you will start mining and you will be getting rewards back on a daily basis. At the bottom there, it shows you what type of a miner we use. It's a Watts Miner M21S and obviously the hash rate. And as you can see, the higher your package value, the higher your hash rate. At the bottom, there's some binary points. We're not going to talk about it now. We'll leave it for later on in the presentation. So guys, yeah, this is what the entry-level packages look like. So now you're wondering, what is the rewards? What will my rewards be if I rent that hash rate through the MINEBEST facilities? So this is what you can be looking at when it comes to the Bitcoin rewards. So for primary, you're looking at about $7 monthly estimated, standard $13, and bronze $25. Guys, please note estimated, because we can't give you an exact figure. Because of the Bitcoin being a currency, it fluctuates. Because of the rand dollar, there's a couple of other things and factors that plays a role here, but that will give you a good indication of what the rewards will be on a monthly basis. Now, it doesn't look like a lot of money, guys. Remember, this is not a get-rich-quick scheme or anything. If you go and actually work that out, if you had to put that same amount of money into any bank, you will actually see that the rewards you're getting here is about 3 or 4 times more than what the returns or the interest will be if this money was put in the bank. Okay, so still not a bad investment. Then we're going to look at our top packages, our top 3 packages, which is silver, $2,400, gold, $4,200, and platinum, $12,600. Exact same principles apply. You get 3 years worth of mining, okay, 1,100 days that you're renting that miner for. Okay, the biggest difference here, as you will see, is the hash rate on these bigger packages is so much higher, and that is why they yield so much more rewards, and you can mine more and quicker Bitcoin through these higher packages. Now guys, you can always start at a lower package. You can start lower and upgrade your package until you get to a gold or a platinum, and you can purchase as many packages as you want. If you can go directly for gold or directly for platinum, then you do that. If you can't, then you start small and you build your way up. Okay. Your returns or your rewards for your top 3 packages looks like this. Silver $50, gold $86 estimated, and platinum estimated at $280. Now people, something you need to keep in mind here is this. This is what you are getting back on the current Bitcoin price. Okay, now imagine Bitcoin goes up to 20, 30, 40,000 US dollars or even 100,000 US dollars per coin. It means that the value of the coin that you will have in your account will be worth so much more, so your rewards that you will be getting back will increase as well. You need to keep that in mind. Okay, this is a bit of a long term. You can make with this money what you want. If you want to take it out on a weekly or monthly basis, you can do that. But if you can hang on for a couple of years and accumulate as much coin as possible, I can promise you the rewards will be so much more sweeter. So that was Bitcoin, guys. Now let's talk about Vault. Okay, Vault, as I've mentioned, is the new kid on the block. It's our super coin. It's been performing extremely well, and people have been changing their lives through Vault, and there will be lots and lots and lots of millionaires come the next 2 to 5 years. Okay, because of this coin. So Bitcoin Vault, the most popular exchanges, and once again, this might be across the globe as well, but in South Africa, people like to use CoinEal, Liquid, and then ChainX. Okay, so these are the exchanges that currently have a Vault on them. Remember guys, Vault is still a very new coin. Slowly but surely starting to work its way up to all the major exchanges, and I'm pretty sure by the end of this year or come early next year, we will see them on more popular exchanges like your Coinbase, your blockchain, etc. So Vault, exactly the same package values as Bitcoin. Okay, so there's no difference in the value of the package or the price of the package, but guys, as you can see there, look at the rewards that you get back from Vault. Okay, so on Bitcoin, your primary gives you an estimated of $7 return monthly, whereas Vault gives you an astounding $50 returns on that money monthly. So that's the returns that you will get for renting that hash rate through the facility. Okay, standard, you're looking at $95, branch, you're looking at $180. Guys, so what this means is that your initial money that you put in for renting that miner, you can actually make that back within 5 to 7 months. And from there on onwards, it's just pure profits. Okay, so if you know of any investment or any scheme or any opportunity or business out there that can give you these type of incomes, please, we need to chat. You need to give me a shout because I want to get in there as well. This is awesome, guys. We enjoy the mining. We enjoy watching the mining rewards come in on a daily basis. As I've mentioned to you, people have actually changed around their lives 360 degrees through this business. Silver, gold, and platinum, look at those incomes, guys. For some people, this is more than what they earn on a monthly basis. Their rewards on this package will give them more than what they are currently earning from the companies that they work for. Okay, that's why I say you will be seeing the potential in this. If you don't, you need to watch this presentation again. Come join us again on the next round because, guys, you're going to be missing a big opportunity here. Remember, all of this is passive. You pay once and never again. You purchase your package. The only time you get out more money or take out more money is if you want to upgrade or buy more packages. That miner does its work. It mines. It gives you rewards on a daily basis. You just sit back and see the money come in. Okay. Right. So that's the Vault rewards that you will get for that miner. Guys, and then what we like to talk about is the crypto debit cards that the Mining City will be testing, and this will become a product for the Mining City members. So currently what needs to happen is when you have a miner or when you purchase the miner, you will have a back office. It looks almost like online banking where you can then keep an eye on your money, withdraw, deposit, whatever you want to do. It's your choice, it's your money. Okay. So if you want to take out money, you need to withdraw your Bitcoin from your mining city into your wallet or your exchange, then convert it to the currency of the country that you're in before then sending it on to your bank account. Right. When these cards become available, what's going to help us and what's going to benefit all of us is that you can actually move your Bitcoin and your Vault directly from your mining city wallet into this card or onto this card. Then you can go and swipe this card and pay for anything anywhere in the world, and it will automatically convert your Bitcoin to the currency of the country that you are in there. Okay, so yeah, we are very excited about this. They are busy testing it. I'm pretty sure it will become available to us in a couple of months from now. But when this comes, it's going to be a game changer. So we can't wait for them to actually present us with this, this option. Guys, so that's it. If you wonder, a miner, if you like what you saw, if you think those returns or rewards that you're getting is something that you will be interested in and it can make a difference in your life, what you need to do is you need to decide what package you want to purchase. You purchase the package, guys, you will get paid daily. As I've mentioned, it's 100% passive. There's no maintenance plan. You pay once and never again. Unless, as I've mentioned, you want to purchase more packages or if you want to upgrade. And also you need to keep in mind, you can also use the money that you're making through the mining to upgrade or buy more packages. Okay. So guys, this was the first section of our presentation this morning. The first section was all about the mining and what your mining rewards can be if you actually rent a machine via Mining City and the MINEBEST facilities. Okay. But there's also a second part to our business, which we're going to talk about now. So the first part I always tell to people, see this as more of a long-term strategy because you want to accumulate as much coin as possible, guys, over the next couple of years. So when that coin price goes through the roof, your portfolio will be sitting with a couple of extra zeros. But it's your decision. You don't have to wait. You can use the money as you see fit. I'm just saying from my point of view, that's my strategy, is to accumulate as much coin as possible. If you want to make more money, if you want to make quicker money, and if you want to make back the initial money that you put in much quicker, and guys, then we have a second part of the business which I'm going to talk about. Okay, and this is a part where you have to do some work, obviously, but guys, believe me, it's all worth it and you will benefit out of it substantially. And this is where people has actually changed around their financial situation, and a lot of people became financially free by doing this side of the business. And that is, guys, your typical network marketing. Okay, we call it building your business. It's where you go if you like what you see. If your miner is doing well, you go and you tell people about it. When they then join up, you get rewarded for bringing people into the business. Now, before you run away and tell us, but you are not a network marketer, you can't talk to people, let me tell you something quickly. You network and market on a daily basis. Okay, whenever you go to a shop, you see a special and you tell your friends about it, you are marketing for that company or for that business. The only difference is they won't pay you for doing that, whereas Mining City will actually reward you for doing so. Okay, guys, this is not compulsory. You don't have to build a business. Okay, if you just want to mine, you can mine, but I strongly recommend you look at this because this is a game changer. Believe me when I tell you, you won't believe the money people are making out of this. And we can show you and give you some testimonials, and believe me, you will get some tears in your eyes if you hear where people have come from and where they actually are today because of this business. Okay, so let me take you through it. Let me stop talking and show you the goods. Guys, so if you decide to build your business, there are 5 additional income streams that you can earn. This is all over and above your mining. Remember this, okay? So it's full share bonuses, a $200 binary cycle bonus, $10 team matching bonus. There are also repurchases, and then there are ranks. And the ranks obviously holds certain benefits to its members, which we will talk about. So let's run through each and every one of these and give you an idea of how it works, and hopefully we can clarify some of the things that we talk about this morning. So first and foremost, guys, is your full share bonuses. Okay, So if you become part of Mining City and you tell people about it and you want them to get on the journey with you and they say yes, the first 5 people that you bring into the business, they automatically get put into your team A. Okay, automatically they get put in your team A and you will get rewarded 5% of the value of the package that they purchase. Then from the 6th person up to infinity, they will be placed in your team B by the system, okay, and there you will be rewarded 10% of the value of the package, which means if someone comes in and they decide to take a gold package, that evening you will be rewarded with $420 in your wallet, in your back office, okay. Then you see we've got on the left and on the right hand side, we've got guys in yellow jackets. Guys, those little people, we call them our business builders. Those are people like myself, my team, and our leaders on top of us and our upline, people who actually make a living out of this business, who builds this business and grows this business. So the system wants you to have at least one builder in your team A and have at least one builder in your team B in order to qualify for these bonuses. Okay. Then we move on, and now we're going to talk about the cycles. Guys, when you become part of Mining City, whether you want to like it or not, you get placed into a structure. And this is what the binary structure and binary tree looks like. Looks like any other structure, any other corporate layout, okay? Any other company organogram. This is just a structure that is used worldwide to put out a business and its people, because you've got your CEO on top, your board of directors just below him, your managers, and then your workers, okay? So this is what your structure will look like. Whether you want to build it or not, you will come into the structure, guys, and here you can earn cycles, what we call a cycle. So what is a cycle? Let me explain to you. In order for you to generate $200 cycle, the system wants you to have at least 5 credits or earn at least 5 credits on your left and also 5 credits on your right hand side. So now you might be asking, where are those credits coming from? If you can see on the right hand side on the top here, each package has got a certain amount of credits associated with it. So to keep it easy, guys, I'm going to be using the gold package, the $4,200 package, because every gold package will give you 7 credits. So let's say you're sitting on top here and you bring in a gold package on your left hand side and you bring in another gold package on your right hand side. Okay. That means that those 7 credits will come to your left and the 7 credits on the right will go to your right. That evening, the system comes, it will only take what it needs. So it will take away the 5 and 5 on each side. It will leave you with a balance of 2 on each side, and you will generate a $200 cycle, close to about 3,600 Rand for the South African people. Okay. Guys, and how this credit works is they work all the way from the top, from the bottom to the top. So if you're sitting in that structure, okay, and let's say someone on top of you, your upline comes and they see there's a little spot open here in your bottom line on the left hand side, and they put a gold package in here. We call it a gold spillover because it spills over from the top, okay? So if we or someone puts in a gold member there, a gold package, see what happens now to those credits. The 7 credits goes up to the guy on the top who sits on his right hand side, the person on top of him, on his or her left hand side, you will get the credits on your left hand side, okay? So even though that is about 100 levels deep, if someone puts in a gold package 100 levels down and you are in that structure, those 7 credits will go through your whole structure to yourself and to the top. So everyone benefits out of the credits, guys. And this is what's so amazing, okay? So everyone benefits, everyone scores out of it. So the harder the team works together, the bigger the structure grows, the bigger your team grows, the better it is for you and for the team. Because everyone benefits and everyone can generate those $200 cycles every time they get the 5 on each side. Okay, I hope it's understandable, guys. I hope it's clear. I know this is a lot of information to take in, especially if it's your first time watching this presentation. Please feel free to join us again if you've got more questions, or else you can contact us. We can set up a one-on-one. It's not a problem. Guys, I hope this is clear. What I do really want to explain to you is what makes this so different to any other pyramid scheme or Ponzi out there is typically what happens with those schemes is the guy on top is making all the money, correct? So although the guy here will benefit from the credits, if a person at the right-hand side bottom here, guys, goes out there and he builds a business, okay, he's a typical network marketer, he builds his business, He brings in builders that he coaches and he teaches them how to duplicate what he does. And his system grows because of the extra bonuses and cycles that he will generate. He might be earning more than the person sitting on top. Okay, so I hope that is clear. Now the third stream of income, your binary team matching bonus. Guys, what is this? Let's say you sit with 5 credits on your left and you only have 4 credits on your right hand side. It means that you are 1 credit short right in order to generate a cycle. Now your upline or someone like me comes, we see you 1 credit short, and we place that credit in your tree there and we assist you to generate the cycle. Then the company or the system at least then awards me with an extra $10 for assisting a team member to cycle. So if I assist or if you assist 3 of your downline to cycle, you will be rewarded with an additional $30 that same evening. So now you've got a bigger problem. You just have more money that's sitting in your pocket. Okay. Then the repurchases. Guys, and I know this confuses a lot of people and we might be changing this up for the next presentations. But in short, let me explain to you what happens. Let's say you decide you want to start with a primary $300 package, okay? Then you take your package and then you will have an option in your back office to go and set it on a certain percentage of repurchase. So let's say you put it on a 20% repurchase, okay? It means that 80% of the rewards will come into your wallet and 20% will go back into the system. Okay, goes back into the system. Let's say, just for the sake of it, it's type of a reinvestment that happens. But once that 20% it goes back as accumulated to 1% of your package value. So in the case of the primary, the $300, 1% of that is $3. Then your team A gets awarded with 10%, your team B gets awarded with another 20%. So guys, it doesn't look like a lot, 30 cents, 60 cents. The higher your package goes, obviously it goes to $1, $2, maybe $3 or $4. Yes, that's correct. It's not a lot of money, but as your team and your structure grows, you might be sitting with a couple of pages like this on a daily basis. If you then start to add these numbers up, it actually becomes a lot. Especially for us in South Africa, we like to be paid in dollars, guys. We know why, because the rand is so weak against the dollar, and we benefit from that. Okay. So, I hope that's clear. Sticking to the same thing, guys, partial shares. What also happens is when that 20% is accumulated to 1% of your package value, this system then automatically opens up for you an additional mining share of another 1,100 days. Okay, so you will get an additional share that gives you another 3 years worth of mining. So every 2 months or 3 months or so, you will get another contract or another share opened up for you for another 3 years worth of mining, which means that your mining can carry on for how long ever you want to keep it like that. So in short, if you keep your miner at a 0% repurchase for the next 3 years, your contract will expire and you will have to purchase another mining package. If you do, however, keep it on a repurchase and you manage to open up additional shares, you might be extending your mining for a couple of months or a couple of years. All depends on how long you keep it on that repurchase rate for. Okay, guys, I hope that's understandable. I hope that is clear. So let's move on. We've just put this in to show you what the potential is in the business. Okay, guys, so this was a screenshot of someone's wallet that was taken on the 7th of July. And that is the income that that person generated on a daily basis on one day. Okay, so this was a gold package. Keep that in mind, it is a gold package. So on that day, the mining for the day was $22.80. And then with the commissions and cycles, the person earned was about $309, which gives you a total of $331.80 for one day. Okay. For the South African people listening this morning, guys, that is 5,635 Rand that was earned in one day. And believe me when I tell you, this is still very, very, very low. Okay. Not low, it's good business. This person is obviously working hard, he's doing well for himself. What I'm getting at is there's people that are making 3 to 4 to 5 times more than that on a daily basis. It's just to show you what the potential is. Okay. If you're willing to work, if you grow your structure with your mining included, this is typically what you can be looking at. Okay, and guys, I know Unfortunately, there are people out there that don't even earn that amount of money in a monthly basis. That is why we say, if you listen to some of the stories, if you hear where some of the people come from in our business, what they used to earn and what they are earning today, I'm telling you, it brings a tear to your eyes and it makes you so happy. It makes us so happy to be part of this awesome opportunity and business. And that is why we want to share it with people like you listening in this morning, because we know the impact it can have on your life, not only your life, but the lives of your kids. You can actually be leaving them a legacy. Okay. Let's move on. We are almost done, guys. We're just going to talk about the ranks and then we'll start wrapping up. So as I've mentioned, there are ranks as well in this business, and each rank has got a certain benefit associated with it. So if you manage to purchase at least a standard package or above, you become a citizen. Okay. Then if you want to become a city builder, guys, you need to then sponsor 5 citizens. It means that you need to bring 5 people into the business that at least buy a standard package or higher, and you need to have a total enrollment tree volume, a total sales volume of $12,000. Okay, that $12,000 is not just you yourself, that is you and your team. So you and your team work together to accumulate that amount of money. Then when you want to become a city developer, you need to have a total of 3 city builders in your team and a total sales volume of $60,000. Guys, so in short, what needs to happen, if you want to get promoted to the next rank, at least 3 of your team members needs to also jump to their next rank to push you higher through the ranks. Okay, that's how it works, and obviously the sales volume each time around gets higher and higher. Then we are looking at our city managers, our chief managers and mayors. As you can see, the same principle applies. You need to have at least 3 of the previous rank in your team in order for you to be promoted. And as I've mentioned, look at the sales volumes, guys. That increases every time. So once you become a city chief manager and a city mayor, and you've brought in $2 million or $10 million into the business, you are a hard worker. Okay, and by then you would have earned a lot of money. Then our top dogs in the company, we call them our governors. Your governor needs to have 3 city mayors in his team, his or her team. Okay, and a combined sales volume of $100 million. Guys, so as you can imagine, these guys don't sit back and wait for success and money to come to them. They actually go out there and get it. They've got big teams behind them, big teams that they've duplicated the business to. Those teams work hard, and obviously this person gets rewarded for it. I can promise you, this person already, when he gets to this rank, he doesn't have to work again any day in his life going further. Okay, so I've kept this for later on in the presentation. Remember when we talked about the cycles, guys? And the reason I've put it just behind the rankings is simply because maybe it will give you a better understanding of how it works. So each ranking gives you an extra amount of cycles that you can generate on a daily basis. So remember that 5 and 5 credits that you need on either side in order to create a $200. When you are a citizen, you can cycle up to 4 times per day, which equates to about $800 on a daily basis. Okay, so you will be rewarded to Bitcoin to the value of about $800. City builders, as you can see, 5 times, and the higher you climb in the ranks, the more you can cycle. Guys, it's not to say that this is how many times you are going to cycle. You obviously need to work for it. You need to accumulate the credits in order for you to generate the cycle, but this is the max that you can cycle on a daily basis according to your rank. So our governors, they can cycle up to 14 times daily, which equates to about $2,800. Guys, they are achieving that on a daily basis and more. Okay, you have no idea what the potential is in this business, and believe me, you will get scared, you will shake your head, you'll probably tell me I'm talking BS if you hear what kind of money people are making out of this business. Okay, so just to give you a little bit of a taster of that, guys, as any company, or I hope the company that you work for does it as well, and that you actually get rewarded for a job well done, because in Mining City, whenever you climb rank or get promoted, they will give you a sort of a bonus or a reward to congratulate you and to thank you for the work that you've been doing. So when you become a builder, they will give you Bitcoin to the value of $100. Developer, Bitcoin to the value of $250 US dollars, and then manager. You will get Bitcoin to the value of 3,500 US dollars and a MINEBEST Smile S1 phone that is valued at $1,000 as well. Then guys, City Chief Managers, Bitcoin to the value of 50,000 US dollars, or you have the option to choose the car of your choice to that same value. We've put in a Mercedes-Benz E-Class. If you are not a Mercedes-Benz fan, you decide which car you would like to have for an amount of close to 50,000 US dollars. Okay. Your mayors, they get a once-off check or Bitcoin to the value of 100,000 US dollars. And once again, you have an option to choose a car of your choice to that same value. Then guys, the governors, obviously they have done a lot of hard work. Okay. I will actually want to tell you from manager upwards, those people have given in a lot of blood and sweat and tears. They've worked hard, they've earned the money and the life they have today, and that is why the governors, they get rewarded when they reach that rank with 350,000 US dollars or an apartment for that same value anywhere in the world. So you can decide, you can have an apartment anywhere in the world that the company will get it for you, or you can get the Bitcoin to the value of 350,000 US dollars. Guys, so I don't know, if that doesn't motivate you, if that doesn't excite you, if that doesn't give you something to work towards, then I don't know what will. Okay, this is amazing. We are seeing people ranking up these days on a daily, weekly basis, people getting their checks, getting their phones, people buying cars and houses cash. Guys, I'm telling you, the opportunities are endless, and it motivates you as a person to see how people are excelling in life. And to know that you can do the same as long as you are willing to put in the work, okay, and if you're willing to learn, then you can achieve as much. Because guys, to give you an idea, from manager upwards, your earnings on a monthly basis can be anything from 6 figures to 7 figures on a monthly basis. Okay, I'm not going to give you exact amounts. I'm going to leave something up to the imagination, but believe me when I say 6 to 7 figures on a monthly basis is easily achievable when you get to those ranks. Okay, so guys, yes, that is the potential in this business. Okay, so you need to decide. It's your decision. Hopefully you liked what we talked about this morning. I can promise you, if you are willing to get in here, you don't just want to earn passively through the mining. If you want to do the business side of it, you will not be disappointed. As with anything in life, obviously, it might start off slowly because you need to start building and working your network. People, believe me, you don't know who you bring into your business. Okay, because a lot of people will tell us, but I don't know a lot of people. The people I know don't have money. Okay, I only have 5 people on my phone list. Guys, you don't know who those people know. That's how network marketing works. That person might be knowing people that you've never heard of with deep pockets and people who see opportunity. And when you talk to them about this, they will get on board as quickly and as soon as possible. And you will be benefiting out of it, okay? So it all depends on you guys. What do you want to make out of this business? How do you want this business to change your life? What is your why? I don't know. I know what my why is, and I'm working towards my why. I don't know what your why is. You are here this morning for a reason. You came to listen to us to see what we have to offer. And like I said to you again, there's no guarantees here. We can't promise you anything. But at this stage, this is working for us. Guys, I have been in corporate for 19 years of my life. It's all I've known since I've left school. At the end of October last year, I decided that I'm going to do this permanently. So I left my office job, and this is what I now do on a permanent basis. And not for one day am I looking back currently. The sky is the limit. I'm still building, I'm still growing. My business is going on nicely, and I see the possibilities and the opportunities that there are, and I am so excited, okay, for what lies ahead. So what is your picture of a wealthy life? What do you want to get out of it? Are you here because you want to maybe get yourself a miner, which generates for you Bitcoin that you can accumulate over the next couple of years? Are you here to maybe take a chance and see what you can achieve out of the business? Guys, whether it's 5,000 Rand, whether it's 100,000 or whether it's $1 million a month, doesn't matter. You need to start somewhere, okay? So guys, once again, thank you so much for joining us. It's always awesome to have you. It's always nice and exciting to present to you something that's been working for us, okay, as people. And hopefully we've shown you enough and to get you excited as well to want to come on board and to become part of this team. Okay, so if you liked what you saw this morning, please do contact the person who invited you to this presentation. Alternatively, you are more than welcome to give me a call or a shout. Guys, my name is Bruce, as I've mentioned. My mobile number is 079-525-1293. You can reach me on email at bruce@cryptocity.co.za. And please remember that we have bi-weekly presentations Wednesday evenings at 7 o'clock and then Saturday mornings at 11. That time might change going forward, so just keep on an eye out on the links. But yeah, this is where things stand and this is what we do currently.